Section 2, The Foundations of European Exploration, by
Michael, Steve,
Meg,
Bridget,
Alyssa,
Matt,
Caitlin.
During the time of the Renaissance, not only was there intellectual growth through the arts, but with technology as well. Innovation was a must in this time of constant change. Explorers set out to find the riches in the East, such as silks, spices, and other valuables. With the constant exploration of the world, maps needed to be updated constantly.
New navigation tools had also been introduced during the time, such as the compass, which utilizes a magnetized iron needle that points northward. In the late 1400s, Spanish and Portuguese designers made important advances in shipbuilding technology. They did this by making the ships larger and longer, changing their shapes, and adding a steering device known as a rudder. This allowed ships to move against the wind and steered, making them faster.
The European exploration also brought about economic change. This was called the Commercial Revolution, and it happened between the 1400s and 1700s. Before this time, the value of coins could change according to the amount of metal they contained. This made trading difficult. They needed a standard system of money. Common systems of money were the gold florin of Florence and the ducat of Venice, which were reliable. Because of this, trading and banking became more popular.
Merchants came together and made the joint stock company. They made money by selling shares or stock. The more shares they owned, the more profit they made. They used this money to finance exploration. European monarchs wanted exploration and colonization. Gaining riches from discovery and colonization would make them more powerful. Italy started off the Commercial Revolution, but Italians did not colonize. Spain, Portugal, and France built overseas empires.
Mercantilism stated that a country's government should do all it could to increase the country's wealth. Wealth for a country was measured in the amount of gold and silver that the country possessed. A country can build wealth in two ways. One, can mine gold and silver either at home or in its colonies, and two, can sell more golds than they thought from foreign countries.
Favorable balance of trade is when a country received more gold and silver from other nations than it paid to them. There are different ways a country can achieve favorable balance of trade. For one may reduce the amount of goods coming into it from the other countries by placing tariffs on those goods. As well, you can encourage exports. Lastly, work to gain control over sea sources of raw materials and precious metals.
After the year 1500, the population increased in most European countries. People moved overseas. Most of them moved for looking for gold and other jewels. Some people even searched for fabulous cities with enormous riches, such as El Dorado in South America, and also people searched for fertile soil. People also moved overseas for freedom of religion. Reformation and Counter-Reformation led to religious and political prosecution. For an example, Huguenots moved overseas in fear of persecution.